Hey guys, it's Ginger with Carlton Farms. Today I want to talk to you about some of the things that I do here around the farm. I try to save money any way I can. Um, Today I'm going to show you how to make biscuits and how I freeze them. Most of you, maybe y'all have tried them, like the Mama Bee's frozen biscuits. They're delicious. And the first time I ever bought any and ate it, I thought, you know what, my biscuits are pretty dang good, so why can't I do that? So that's what I'm going to be doing today, is I'm going to be making biscuits and freezing them. And I'm going to let you watch me. So I'm going to put in here, let's see if I can bring this down a little bit so you can see. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Just make your biscuit recipe. And I'm going to use about 2 cups of flour. And I don't measure really. I mean, that's a cup, but most anything I don't measure. Especially when it comes to biscuits, I just throw something in there. And I'm going to say about a 1/4 cup of Crisco, which is this right here. We don't use anything but Crisco. It makes best biscuits, anything that you need. You know, a lot of you may go ahead and make your own lard. I have wanted to try that, but I've never done that. So it's something that I want to try. I'm gonna get my pastry cutter here, and I'm going to work. Let me get my milk. Hold on just a second. I'm also going to use buttermilk. Buttermilk makes better biscuits. You can also use whole milk, 2%, whatever kind of milk you want, but I use buttermilk. So I'm going to cut the Crisco into the flour as best I can. Just working it in there. You see, I've got a hoarse voice. I actually can talk better today. This is the best day I've had all week, so I've tried to stay inside and stay away from everyone. I feel pretty decent today, so I decided I'd do a few things, and making a video is one of them. So, and I don't know if you can see that, but it looks kind of crumbly. You just work that Crisco right in. And I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to get my buttermilk, and let me get my fork. And I just pour it in. I don't use measurements. I just kind of just guesstimate at it. I'll show you about what it will look like. You know, maybe I can come up with like a recipe that I can add below to make it easier for y'all. But most of you, if you've ever tried and make homemade biscuits, you know the consistency of it. Right. Okay, so I'm going to get it like this. And this is where I use my hands. Well, my biscuit cutter I can't find. Oh, there it is. And I use a biscuit cutter. A lot of people that I know don't use biscuit cutters, and that's absolutely okay. I do. Because I never did learn how to make them by hand with my hands. My grandmother could do that. She's the one who taught me how to make biscuits to begin with. I just never could make them. She could just whisk them right up, but this is the way I do it. So, okay, I'm gonna set that right there. I'm gonna get a little flour on my hands and put right here. I'm gonna sprinkle it on top. Let's see if I can get this down a little bit. We'll put that on top. And I'm gonna work this. I'm gonna work it a little bit. Oh, it feels good. You can actually tell by the way that your dough, I can, if it's going to be pretty good biscuits or not. So I'm going to work this. I'm just going to flatten it out a little bit. I don't use a roller. I do have one. I don't use it very often. And I just pat this out. I'm going to get that a little flour on it so it won't stick so bad. And here we have our biscuits. And I'm going to put it in my baking sheet, like so. Let's get some more up here. And a little bit more flour there. And these are really good when you come in and maybe you've got something in a crock pot, you know, and want a biscuit with it or whatever, or you have a gravy or something, and they're just really quick and easy. And you just pull a few out, ever how many that you want. And, you know, put them in the oven just like you would if you sit here and made them. And it's fast and easy. Okay. I think I can get, and when I was a kid, and I watched my grandma, she'd make me a little bitty ball. And I did that for my kids when they were growing up. And I still make them and still keep them whenever they come over. Well, my grandkids get it now, so. But this is what I do. And let me wash my hands real quick. And I've already got some in the freezer that are frozen. Let me get those out and I'll show you what they... And right here we go. And they're frozen, solid. And what I do with these is I get a Ziploc bag. And I will do these the very same way when they freeze up. I will put those in the same bag. And you have biscuits to go. And I'll go ahead and set these in there too. So they can be freezing, and it doesn't take probably about I'm gonna say about 15 or 20 minutes for them to really get. I mean, you can leave them in as long as you want. I have left them in overnight and went down and you know, got them out of the freezer, and then oops, I forgot to put this in. And I bring them up and put them in the bag. It's just better to get them in the bag as soon as you can. And that way they don't dry out. And also today I wanted to talk to you about some of the things that I do. If I can get that to working. It's a little bit crazy. I make my own hand soap. I also make my cleaning product to go in the shower, which is this. Just a little bitty sponge, and I leave this in there. What this consists of is a 1/3 cup of Dawn dishwashing liquid, and then I add the rest of the cup of distilled white vinegar. And I made enough to go in here, and I keep it underneath the bathroom sink. And when we're taking a shower, if we're going to get out, I'll go ahead and I will wash that down. I also make body wash, and I've got some in today that I've just made. Let me get this down and I'll show you. And it is heating up. And it's getting a thickness to it. And after this thickens up, we'll let it cool for a couple of hours. And I will be putting it in probably a jar, just a mason jar. And I'll label it with body wash. And also, I told you I made hand soap. And I made this the other day. And I should have done a video of it. But I actually forgot about it. So, here is this. And what I do is I go ahead and I label it hand soap. So I know exactly what I've got here. And these are things that can save me money. The hand soaps, you know, during the lockdown, a lot of people couldn't find hand sanitizer or any soap with, I'm trying to get this back on. Y'all, I'm sorry. And anyway, they couldn't find any hand sanitizer or any soap with antibacterial formula in it. So when everything kind of eased up a little bit, and I was looking, and I just made sure to go ahead and get a lot of bars of soap that was antibacterial. And just anything I found on sale, or if I went to like Dollar Tree or Dollar General or Family Dollar, anything was on sale, Food Line or Lowe's Food around here. And I've got a bunch now. So, and then I made up the hand soap. And I keep some in here. And you do it just about like you do the body wash. You just put water and you grate the soap and you mix it in with the water. You can add things. You can add like coconut oil or olive oil if you don't have any coconut oil. Olive oil does work very well. So you could do that. But I was just about out of body wash, and I went ahead and made up some today. And I'm gonna, when that finishes and it cools down and everything, I'm gonna add it to this bottle. And those are ways that I save money. You know, things that I don't have to go buy. I don't mind making biscuits at all. And I make cornbread quite a bit, but you can't really, I guess you could freeze it. I don't know if anybody has ever done that before, but I've not. And cornbread is better, just fresh cornbread. So, but the biscuits are really good. You just pop them in the oven just like you would normally. And you can pop them in, the biscuits you can put in frozen. And they turn out really well. And I hope you liked today, everything that I showed you. I will try to link some, or put a recipe down for my cleaning supplies and my hand wash and my body wash. If y'all have any questions at all, please feel free to email me. And please subscribe and like. and hit that little bell. It helps me for sure. And I'm really new to this, so I'm really hoping that y'all helped. All right. Thanks, guys. Until next time.